From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Brian Todd with today's voice briefing. It's Monday, October 6th, 2025.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a personal finance columnist at the Detroit Free Press. Con artists aren't just out to steal paper checks, even though we're hearing a good deal about stolen checks from the mail lately. They're also figuring out ways to steal debit cards from the mail, too. And that's a way for them to get a hold of your money in your bank account. An elaborately engineered debit card scam hit several consumers throughout Metro Detroit. The investigation began after a UPS delivery driver had been approached by a man trying to intercept one of these packages. The Troy police put a surveillance effort into place at the address where the package was to be delivered. The bank's customer was contacted, and the package with a new debit card arrived. Police then observed a man approaching the porch and trying to steal that package. Police are calling this a multi-state problem involving a complex identity theft scheme that has touched residents across Metro Detroit. Consumers are warned that many of these scams start out with a text, email, or phone call from someone who is impersonating a bank employee, someone from a government agency, or another person in authority. Often, the scammers ultimately try to convince you that your bank account has been compromised and you must act quickly. One weird scam, con artists will tell you that your ATM or debit card must be destroyed, but a bank employee will come to your house to collect the chip on the front for security reasons. Don't fall for it. Be skeptical. Contact your bank directly or go to a branch of the bank or credit union and find out what's really up.
I'm Jenna Prestininsi for the Detroit Free Press. Autumn in Metro Detroit is kicking off without its typically vibrant fall colors. Experts say that could be due to a drier start to the season. August and September saw lower than normal rainfall in the region. Many trees remain green as leaves slowly fall and change colors. Some local residents say they miss seeing the stunning multicolored display. However, fall tourism remains strong in Michigan, despite the late fall color peak. From Metro Detroit cider mills to Mackinac Island activities, there is plenty to explore this season. To learn more, visit freep.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Jalen Williams. It's not uncommon to spot a drone in the skies in Metro Detroit. With the technology, however, there are a host of federal rules for users to follow. But what if you saw one flying above your home? You cannot shoot it down, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. Doing that could result in a civil penalty from the FAA and/or criminal charges from federal, state, or local law enforcement. Drones may be used for a variety of reasons, including aerial photography by news agencies, by law enforcement, or an individual. The FAA has registered more than 780,000 drones, according to its website. Generally, recreational drone operators must keep the drone within visual line of sight. They must not interfere with other aircraft. They must pass an aeronautical knowledge and safety test, carry proof of registration, and not fly their device in a way that endangers the safety of national airspace system, according to the FAA. The FAA advises residents to call local law enforcement if a drone is unsafely flying over their property, but the FAA doesn't regulate drones when it comes to privacy. That's up to local municipalities. The unmanned aircraft could crash and cause damage to people or property on the ground or collide with other objects in the air. You could also be responsible for civil damages if you shoot them down.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.